Hello, everyone. Hope you're getting into the festive spirit. This week on Diwali, we have a fintech face-off in the stock markets with Fino Payments Bank and Policy Bazaar both vying for your wallet share. So let's speak about both these interesting fintech plays. First, Fino Payments Bank, a relatively smaller size, 1200 crore issue, which closes tomorrow. Look to apply one lot at 14,425, nothing more. Why are we even speaking about Fino Payments Bank? Here's a comparison. There are 6 payments bank available in India, and Fino is, as you will see, the best performing of the lot, including compared to the biggies like Paytm Payments Bank or Airtel Payments Bank, India Post, Jio, and NSDL. Fino has been a quiet performer, but very consistent and doing very well. And Payments Bank, since it's only a payments bank, there is no NPS as such because they don't get into lending into their own names. So you can actually look at Fino as a fintech company or more of a platform stock, and it has turned profitable over the last 4 to 5 quarters. It comes with a strong promoter / investor background with the likes of ICICI Bank, Bharat Petroleum, Blackstone, Intel Capital, IFC from World Bank being part of the investor / promoter as such. Next, let's speak about Policy Bazaar coming up with a large sized 5,700 crore issue, out of which 3,750 crores is a fresh issue and 1,950 crores is, you can say, an offer for sale from the existing promoters and investors. Again, look to apply only for one lot, nothing more, because the expectation is that the issue will get a pretty heavy oversubscription. So what is thing about Policy Bazaar, and they also have the loan market called Paisa Bazaar. So both have a very strong recall. Paisa Bazaar and Policy Bazaar growth potential is pretty high. Policy Bazaar got its insurance broking license just about 4 months back, so margins should improve. And with 3,750 crores of an IPO, they've earmarked 1,500 crores as marketing budget. So be prepared for hearing about Policy Bazaar ads flooding the TV and all other social media platform. On the same note, if do you apply for the IPO or not, that's not as important, but just a reminder to get your term policy since they're one of the largest term policy sales platforms. Negatives in general means valuations are an issue with all companies right now. So same with Policy Bazaar, in fact, the same for Fino as well. Other than that, I don't really see any other challenges as such. Of course, there is a possibility that as online sales of insurance policies pick up, a lot of insurance companies, at least the bigger brands like HDFCs and ICICI, LIC is anyways not there on Policy Bazaar and things like that. So that could be a challenge. But hopefully the growth will come. They're going to be, you can say, investing a lot in terms of brand building, and they're also looking at acquisition. So let's see how things go. We'll have to play it by the year. On the lighter note, just to think that with the way things are going, if the company wants even better valuations, they should also launch, besides Policy Bazaar and Paisa Bazaar, launch a new platform called Crypto Bazaar. You'll automatically see the share prices double given the sentiment in the crypto market currently. In terms of what next, Fino Payments Bank, it looks like a great long-term story, but don't expect a very good listing because it's already valued at 200 plus times. In terms of post-listing, if you get it at lower prices, it will be a great buy. With Policy Bazaar, again, looks expensive. It's haven't spoken about P because they're loss making, so no point speaking about P. Even in terms of price to revenue, they're more than 45 times. So looks expensive, but right now, with the given the new crop of investors who have been coming into the market, they don't worry about loss or profit. They just want themes to play. So this exactly fits in well for that kind of an audience. So that's why Policy Bazaar also should do reasonably well. Again, don't expect any fancy listing, but should pick up over a period of time. So these are the two IPOs, and there are another two more smaller IPOs. Sigachi is a 125 crore IPO. SJS is a 800 crore issue. Both are very small cap. I wouldn't really recommend it for most people. There are, you can say, regular market investors who could look at both of them. They have their own positives, but though they don't offer anything unique. And post Diwali next week, you've got a mega issue from Paytm, followed up by Sapphire Foods, which is a additional franchisee of KFC, Pizza Hut, and Taco Bell's operating in India and Sri Lanka. Could be interesting, but again, loss-making. Both are loss-making companies. Hope you found this IPO update useful. Do subscribe to our channel for more, you can say, IPO views and many other views. And most importantly, stay safe and have a happy Diwali. Enjoy. Thank you.